Services Select Committee, I would like to say that we have a very good ministry in Ministry of Social Development. Peter Hughes, Ray Smith, they make a wonderful contribution. I believe they're most probably one of the strongest ministries we've actually got in New Zealand, with the strongest leadership we've got as well. And not only that, they do many, many things which preempts what's actually happening. In fact, when we heard a recession was coming, and after the first quarter we knew a recession was coming, and Labour was in government then, they already started putting things in place to face those changes. They're very proactive. They knew when times were getting tough, when the economy was going to shrink up and more people would be unemployed, they would have to focus on getting those people into jobs. So they looked at changing the way they were set up and helping people in their WINS offices. They knew that they'd have a lot of people in transition who weren't actually going to end up getting a benefit because they would transition quickly into another job. And they had to treat those people a little bit differently to their normal client base that they treat. They had to treat them so that they wouldn't be scared to come in, to say they were looking for a job and to be moved on quickly. And I want to acknowledge the ministry and how they moved quickly in the environment that we faced. They didn't wait for it to build up and get out of control. They moved quickly, they moved the resources. And the ministry is a very, very, very big ship. And it's very hard to change direction. And they did it quickly and swiftly and without fuss. So I'd like to acknowledge the hard work that they've put in to ensure that our vulnerable, those down on the luck, and those who are just unlucky to lose their job in a recession have been looked after as well as they possibly can in these hard times. I'd also like to acknowledge the hard work that the Minister has done. This is a Minister who has no fear. This is a Minister who addresses the issues. And this is a Minister who says exactly how it is. And she has done many things indeed, to help the people of New Zealand in this recession. Because she's come in as a minister when there has been a recession. It's not in the good times when unemployment was low, when we had high employment. It isn't the good times, it's the tough times this minister has come in. And she comes into this house day after day and gives straight, honest answers to the questions. And I acknowledge the hard work that she's put into this ministry as well, and to the people of New Zealand and our most vulnerable. So what has she done? Well, where do you start? She's done a student job search summer jobs campaign, which actually is the most relevant thing she's done just immediately, because university students have just gone back. So it's important that we identified that they need a little bit of assistance as well over the summer break. So that was put in place. Never, ever shake a baby. What a fantastic campaign that is, and how powerful it is as well. Because she recognises, the Minister, that the message hasn't been out there for a very long time, and we've had some terrible, horrific cases of child abuse in New Zealand. So she has taken that issue straight on, head on. Never ever shake a baby. What a powerful message that's sent to New Zealanders. Breakaway package for school holidays. 30,000 young people with activities during the school holidays. 500 places in respite camps and 100 places in the Prime Minister's youth program. How relevant is that to our youth in New Zealand? Totally relevant and so effective. Fresh start for young offenders. 3,000 places and programs designed to address the causes of young offenders' behaviour. How relevant is that, coming off a review that's just been done around youth and youth offending, and the new bill that just got introduced at the end of last year, beginning of this year, into the House to address that. Youth opportunity packages, 152 million, 17,000 places for people aged between 16 and 24. This government is committed and focused, and so is this minister. I'd just like to end on addressing a question, actually, which Annette King asked during her speech in this debate. Where is the money coming from? I can tell you what, the money will be there, because we are watching the money. We're very focused on the economy, unlike the Labour Party, who seems to be able to waste the money. Imagine if you didn't spend the money on the tax bus. Imagine if you didn't spend the money on the National Standards bus. How much did that cost you? Imagine how many children could be helped with that money.
Members, the question is the report on of the Social Services Committee on the 2008-9 financial review of the Ministry of Social Development be noted. Those of that opinion will say aye. The contrary opinion will say no. The ayes have it. Members, I understand the next financial review members wish to debate is the financial review of the Department of Conservation. Will members please turn to the Local Government and Environment Committee's report. The question is that the report of the Local Government and Environment Committee on the 2008-9 financial review of the Department of Conservation